and welcome to the class. I'm a history teacher Manoj Arora. Today we will be studying with the next part of the chapter. We have already studied half part of it and the Mahatma Gandhi and the nationalist movement. Today I will be moving on to the next part of the chapter. I will start with making and unmaking of non-cooperation movement. Now non-cooperation movement, it started with Khilafat movement. When the Muslims came to know that after the end of the First World War, the Britishers were going to impose harsh treaty on the Khalifa of Turkey, they met Gandhi. And Gandhi got a golden chance to unite Hindus and Muslims together and start a movement that was called non-cooperation movement. In this, it was decided that the children will leave the schools and colleges, the people will leave the government jobs, nobody will pay the taxes, the elections and the voting systems, and they will also be boycotted. The people will not buy the foreign clothes, they will go for khadi. But the pace with which it started, it did not remain the same. Khadi was told to be worn, but it was expensive and making it was time consuming, and it was very coarse, very hard to wear. The children had left the schools, but there were no alternate schools or education institutions of India. As a result, children had to join back the British schools. The same way, the people, those who had left the jobs, there were no alternate jobs. So the pace of the non-cooperation movement slowed down. But the incident of Chauri Chaura in 1922, when the mob killed 22 policemen alive in Chauri Chaura, that made Gandhi to take back this particular event. For next few years, Gandhi involved himself in the social work and no mass movement was started. The next, Gandhi always in this period with his social work, with his appearance, each and everything, Gandhi tried to be people's leader. He didn't try, he was actually a people's leader. There were many things that if you are going to follow Gandhi, then you will be blessed. If you are not going to follow Gandhi, you will be cursed. There are some sources within the book which you can read in order to know that. In 1930, 30th of January 1930, I am talking about the salt satyagraha, Lord Irwin was sent 11 demands by Gandhi. One of them was to remove the tax on salt. The British laughed on this demand and they considered that Gandhi was talking on petty things. But Gandhi was quite logical about to know to add the thing like salt in his demands. He said if the demands are not met by a particular time, if the demands are given on 30th of January and on 12th of March, when these demands are not met, on 12th of March he started with his 78 followers and from Sabarmati he reached to Dandi in 24 days, covering almost 240 miles and talking to a lot of people in the way, giving messages how this CDM was to be taken care of. In CDM the females took part. In many senses CDM was quite strict or in comparison to the NCM. In CDM Gandhi told to break the laws and he himself made the salt and start this salt satyagraha. In the international magazines, Gandhi was also humiliated by calling him spindly frame, whether he would be able to go that much big. There were many, those who considered salt march as to be a failure. But when the response was seen, even the Time magazine and many other people, they were ashamed of the critics they had made or the things they had thought about. The predictions were there. Then in 1942, it started with the Quit India movement. In this, Gandhi got a step ahead and gave the slogan do or die. During this time, even the Cripps mission was also sent to India. Cripps mission, it was Indians asked that the Indians were taking part in the Second World War and the army of India were there. At least there should be one executive in the Defense Council. An Indian should be there in the Defense Council. An Indian executive must be there. This demand was not met and hence this Cripps mission failed. Although the Winston Churchill was a die-hard imperialist and he did not want to give independence. But the Labour Party, many people were there, those who want to give independence to India. If I talk about during that time, the cabinet mission was also sent. But when the failure of the cabinet mission, it was decided that India would be made free. Lord Mountbatten declared that India would be made free, but it would be divided. If I talk about the last heroic days of Gandhi, after independence, Gandhi remained most of the time in Delhi. He had gone for open prayers. On 20th of January 1948, an attack was made on him and he was told not to go for the open prayers, but he was not terrified of all these things. But he went on, and 30th of January, Nathuram Godse killed Gandhi. But the impact of the death of Gandhi was electric. The people had tried to understand, and many people understood their mistakes, and the communal violence went absolutely to an end. If we want to know about Gandhi, there are a lot of sources. D.G. Tendulkar had written a book on Gandhi. Louis Fisher, Andrews Freer, and there are so many. Gandhi had written an autobiography also. Beside that, the police reports which were done, they also gave the report about Gandhi, what he used to do during that time. Harijan, which was the journal taken out by Gandhi, where he would give his speeches daily at the regular basis. Beside that, the newspapers were also there. Whenever we read all these sources, we have to see that we must not believe them blindly. As the police reports, the police will made in its own favor, and when some of the writers would be writing about Gandhi, they would be writing with their own perspective. So thinking about them, even the letters which Gandhi had written to Nehru were also made public. But when we read the language of these letters, we come to know that they were written with a little bit of an idea that they might be made public someday. So the language was written with a great precaution. That's why I said that whatever sources were available, they must be seen only after a proper guidance or proper view only. By this, I come to an end of the chapter. I hope you must have understood this chapter. Come to me in the online sessions arranged by your school, or write your problems in the comment box if you want to. Please do write your name, class, section, roll number, so that I can come to know your attendance. And please do read NCERT books. Thank you very much. God bless you.